everybody. Happy 4th of July, Independence Day. Happy birthday, America. 249 years and going strong. Hello. It's my second favorite holiday of the year. It might be my first. I don't know. It's a toss-up between that and St. Patrick's Day. But I just wanted to say hello, and I'm wiggling. I'm sorry. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello. I wanted to pop on for a quick lunch and chat since I haven't been here in about, 10 days because I was at shows and there's some recovery time. So yeah, let's get crafty. I don't expect a whole lot of people to be on here today just because it's 4th of July and people are usually at the pool, at the beach, on vacation with their families, at the parades, all that good stuff. So let's just get this started. We do have, I see that there are a couple people on here. So if you're here and you're new to the channel, welcome to Pajama Crafter Stamps. We are glad that you're here. If you haven't already subscribed and hit that notification bell, we would love for you to hang out with us every Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday nights are at 6 o'clock. Fridays are at 1 o'clock for our lunch and chat. So, so hi Pam. Hello. Happy Independence Day. I am going to switch to camera down. Hopefully this will allow me to do that because sometimes tech can be a pain in the rear end. So let's see. It worked. Yay! Okay. So this is our sale that we've got going on. And I tell everybody this because it's not very often that you get a sale price on brand new items. So our patriotic stamps and our papers, our flashcards, anything that's patriotic, like American patriotic, they are on sale for 25% off. That will not show on the website, but when you go to the checkout will then reflect that. So it'll automatically take 25% off. No codes needed, which is like fabulous. We also have some final clearance. They're up to 60% off. I think there are a few items that might be a little bit more than 60% off. So this is the time to shop because you normally don't get like full price items, like brand new items for sale. So that was my first thing. Did you like how I printed that? I had to get it done. And I printed one that had somebody's face in here because I did it. I had copied it off Instagram. So sorry. So what we are doing, and since I am using copy paper, it bled through. But if you didn't know, Pajama Crafter Stamps is doing a card challenge. And our card challenge runs from the first of the month to the end of the month. And then a random person who uploads their project using Pajama Crafter Stamps or prickly pear stuff into the album on Pajama Crafter Stamps and Friends Facebook page, then can get like a $10 store voucher. That's good for 30 days to spend on whatever you want. So why not? If you're already crafting, you might as well upload it to a video, to the album and craft along. All right, so we are going to be doing something patriotic because, we are a veteran-owned company and we love America. We love you guys. And I just want to do something easy using our challenge parameters. But I do want to show you this is the card that inspired my paper pack that I made. So the Vintage Americana Paper Pack, which is 6x6. This actually was a paper that I had made just for this project, and then it morphed into a whole 6x6 paper pack. So of course this is what it looks like in white because I inked it up with some brown ink. But then we've got this awesome old wood floor with the the country chic stars and lots of splatter. And these are double-sided. So on this side you've got the hints of the flag with a cool wood grain. Lots of wood grain in this. This one might actually be one of my favorites. It's kind of like a firework, kind of like a star. It's kind of, let's have some fun with it. And then, of course, we've got We the People because, well, we are the people of the United States. If you are part of the United States, if you're from another country, this video is probably not for you because we are celebrating the United States Independence Day. And then we've got this old barn wood, like that used to have a star on it. So cool. You love that pack. Me too, Pam. Me too. And then we've got a good old navy because I love me some navy. Love it. And we've got some splatter on there. Polka dots because I have to have some polka dots. And then we've got some like lace brocade in the back just to break it up. And on the back we've got this wild, you know, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of the circle or of a circus sunburst, but in the vintage Americana. And then y'all know, as much as I love me some polka dots, I love me some thin diagonal lines. And then of course I added some distressing to it because, well, that's the thing. And then we've got a good old plaid. So if you're doing, you know, your 4th of July picnics and stuff, you've got that there. But of course, you know, the dogs ran on the carpet and it got a little dirty. Or it's like a beach blanket. Who knows? You use your imagination. This is my story. And then these are some doubles. Okay. So let's start off by doing the easy stuff that we all know. So I stamped this guy, to grab him off of my desk. I stamped this guy from the Let Freedom Ring stamp set. Now, you guys have seen this before in the sense that it is on our patriotic flashcards, but it was our #1 requested stamp. So we listened and we delivered, and honestly, y'all are loving it. So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do a card with this. Now it says, the sentiments are awesome. The secret of happiness is freedom, and the secret of freedom is courage. Then we have this be brave, bold, and kind. We've got some stars. We've got Let Freedom Ring, and freedom lies in being bold by Robert Frost. So awesome sentiments. Anyway, let's get started. Now, if you're not a colorist, this is the like best stamp. I mean, you can use pencils, you can use Copics, you can even just use like your dye inks and blend on it. You know I'm gonna Copic color, but this again was meant for a patriotic flashcard, which means that you can foil it. That's why it's got so much black. But because there's so much shading in there, like the artist has already put the work in for you, so you just have to add a little bit of something. So I am going to use, I'm going to start with the beak. And I'm going to start with my E23. And I'm going to kind of feather that in down here. And I'm going to go right under where that shadow would be. And what we're doing is we're just kind of making that really golden. I don't know if you guys follow Sunny and Gizmo. They're the new ones, the new birds at Big Bear in California. They just fledged, so you rarely see them anymore. But you, from what I can tell from the videos, you can still hear them in the area. But I fell in love watching the little babies being born. And I mean, what better time? I mean, the spring is so much fun anyway. But to see these birds live through the winter and the snow, and like their mother was literally like on top of them, hunkered down while the snow was falling on her, and then of course the father was there helping protect and feed, and it's just so sweet, you guys. I mean, just so sweet. I don't know if anybody else is into that kind of stuff, but I am. Pam, I watched some of your video last night. I didn't get to watch all of it because we went to a little artisan pizza place in our hometown, and so I watched a little bit before our pizza was brought to the table. Okay, I have to say something. Does anybody else like my crazy fingernails? I had these done just for this video. I've got the polka dots, the stripes, the stars. I've got even a firework on here, and then, you know, so I don't know. And hi, Jill. Guess what? And I've got new magnets for my board that match my nails, and they're all patriotic, and I'm excited because happy birthday, America. Love you, love this country, love everything it stands for, the good, the bad, the crazy, and the lovely and the sweet. I love it all. And yeah, let's do this. So I am going to zoom in now a little bit. So here comes like the seasickness is what I always call it, you know, and I bumped this. We're a little off. I don't care. It's fine. But see how easy this one is to color. I mean, like, you really don't have to get there. Thank you. You love my nails and my magnets. When I saw Glassboard Studio come out with these magnets, I had to have them. Do I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 other magnets over here on my, I have like where my camera's attached to, like this metal pole. Yes, I have that many magnets, but I had to have the patriotic ones because I love me some America. And I have a feeling they'll be here probably through Christmas or until Christmas. Then maybe I'll go back to the pink ones or something. I don't know. So this is the Y15th. So this is kind of like our mid-tone. And then I'm going to use Y11. Don't ask me why I'm so excited and happy today. I love this holiday. But see how easy that was to color. Like, I mean, we're like a third of the way done. How easy. So Jill, since you were late to the party, and now that I've wrinkled my sign, we do have a 4th of July sale. All patriotic stamps, paper packs, and flashcards are 25% off. So that's like product that's like 2 months old on sale. That never happens. We've got final clearance up to 60% off. Actually, I marked a few more of them down last night, so they're a little bit more than 60%. No codes are needed. So the final clearance will actually show the actual price on the website. The other ones will show full price, but when you add them to the cart, it'll automatically deduct. So, and that's good until the 6th at 11:59. Okay. I've said my piece, and I'm sure y'all are tired of hearing it by now. So since he is so black, hi LaDanya, good to see you. I am going to use E35, 34, and 31. And guys, honestly, you probably could just pick 2. So where these are poking out, because again, this originally was meant to be a foiled, because this was part of our flashcards way back when it was released a year ago. As flashcards, they were meant to be foiled. So literally everything is black because we wanted you to use really cool foils. But you all asked, and here we are. We brought it because y'all asked for it. In fact, I am going to skip that 34, and I'm just going to flick a few of those in, and I like literally kind of like dotting those in or flicking. Okay, and I think we could actually call that done. Now, because he is a bird and not like a piece of metal or an inanimate thing, like furry things, I always do like in warm grays. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get her done. I love this stamp, you guys. I love this stamp. So I'm thinking we're going to put a little bit of shadow here at the top of his head. And I am feathering that. And you can put in as much as you want or as little as you want. And I'm thinking like around the eye there would be some. I'm basically following the lines that the artist drew in. We are not reinventing the wheel today. No rocket science. Now he'd be really cool, I think, if we wanted to color him red, white. Oh my God, now I feel like I need to do it again. Okay. Gonna put some here, and I'm just kind of picking places that I want to shadow. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, you could go everywhere that the artist did. I'm not gonna go that crazy into it. What was funny about Sunny and Gizmo, those are the little fledglings that were born earlier this year at Big Bear in California. They are dark brown and ugly until they're like, I think they said like 2 years old, and then they start to become like what we know as the bald eagle. So Jill is saying that, or LaDanya is saying that she met Jill last year at Stamp Away and bought a ton of items. Yep. You guys, the first time I went to Stamp Away, I was like, I only knew about Stampin' Up, okay? I mean, I was brand new. And I went to Stamp Away. My eyes bulged out of my eyes. I'm like, okay. And I spent $500 on my own money because, you know, you've got to kind of hide some stuff. And then I put another $500 on my husband's card. And he came, and when I walked in the door, he goes, "What in the world are you doing?" I'm like, "Isn't this great? This is how much stuff I got for for $500. I didn't dare tell him it was $1,000. And I went nuts my first year. Insanity. And I'm going to be very truthful with you. I did not need to be spending 500 or 1,000 on it, but I was just blown away. I had no idea that there was a whole other world out there besides that other company. Nothing against that other company. I like that other company too. I mean, I still have some stamps from them. You know, just because I own a company doesn't mean that I don't like support other people. So please don't misunderstand me. Retail therapy is stress therapy. Am I right? But yeah. So now when I go to, well, this year we're a vendor at Stamp Away, so this will be our second year as a vendor at Stamp Away. I'm using a YR24, and I'm giving them a really orange eye. I know it's gonna look real weird for a second, kind of scary. But before that, I finally would get to a point where I would like pick what I was going to buy. I would come in with like a list. Like one year I bought all the reinkers for the distress inks. The following year I bought all the reinkers for the distress oxides. And now I just go in and buy whatever I want, you know, like within reason. I come in with, you know, I don't spend the whole bank account. This is E59. And I'm just doing that kind of feathered in at the top. And I think I am going to grab that YR24. Actually, I'm going to use the Y19. I lied. We're going to kind of brighten this up a little bit. But isn't he cool? Like, I love this stuff. All right. So, oh, do you hear my birds? They're going crazy. My husband's supposed to be down there, like, keeping them quiet. Yes, he's off work today. That's amazing. So I'm thinking we might want to distress this corner here. I'm going to hold off on that, but I used a stitch die, and I'm just going to kind of, like, shadow it a little bit, okay? Here, I'm sorry, I'm out of screen, but that's what we're going to do. I might distress this. I'm going to reserve that. So the next thing, LaDanya and Jill, since we are doing, here, let me go back out. We are doing a card sketch challenge. So if you have Prickly Pear or Pajama Crafter Stamps, because if you don't know, we bought Prickly Pear 2 years ago. If you join our Facebook group, we have a monthly card sketch, and if you put it upload it into the album, that's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything, like just take a picture of it, put it in the album. One lucky person will be drawn, and you can be up for a $10 gift voucher to the store. So if you're going to craft, you might as well craft and make some money. So we're going to use this card sketch. So we've got a strip that goes long ways, crossways. It looks like this is like maybe a square, not quite a square, then a rectangle and a rectangle. And you know I'm going to do what I want. We bought a lot of your stamps. I thought you did. So get crafting with them. We love it when our customers like actually post their projects with our stuff. So I do have a card base here. All right, top folding, because I find that they're the easiest to photograph. And I am going to glue this card panel. This is our Pebbled Beach cardstock. It's like, so it's like a light craft. And what I like about it is a little bit of like some gray specks in it. But let's talk about it for a second. This is the brick and mortar craft, and it's so yellow orangey looking. Yeah, don't love it. So I mean, it has its place. It's just not this goes more neutral. And you guys, it's got like enough tooth on it that you can do some great color pencils. Hey Justine, good to see you. Happy 4th of July. So who's got plans for 4th of July this week? I'd love to hear about it. Love it when you share your life with me. So Sean and I, so here at home, our fireworks are not until tomorrow night. So we are going to the parade tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and we are going to the fireworks. But that kind of leaves it up in the air. So in northern Kentucky, you guys that were at Stampaway know this. There is the Purple People Bridge that crosses the Ohio River from Newport over to Cincinnati. So we are going to park on the Newport side, and then we're going to walk the banks, and we're going to go see like the bouncing fountains, and we're going to go to the parks. We're going to walk by the ballpark, and we're just going to have like an exercisey kind of day. Don't get me wrong, we're going to stop at Cold Stone over at Newport on the Levee, and we're going to get some ice cream, and then we're going to walk all those calories off, because if you're walking, calories don't count. And did you guys see this? This is our newest edition. You guys at Stampaway have not seen this. This is our this is like our stamp press, but I always use it to like flatten out my glue and stuff. But oh my god. So Justine says she is at her parents' house, brought a lot of craft supplies, and she's tackling a whole package of paper. Pam, you have? I didn't know you've walked that. Sean and I, when we were dating, we used to do it all the time. We haven't done it very often, but we're doing it today. It's a cute frog in it. Okay. And we have a pig too. The pig is still packed in the suitcases. So let's pick out our papers, because we're doing this, y'all. So you know that I'm a sucker for navy blue. So what I want to do is I'm going to make that strip. We're going to start with like 3 1/4 inches. I wanted to say we should do an inch, but I know me, and I'm going to want 3 1/4. Even though I went straight to an inch. I want a margarita. I feel left out. It's fine. I know that we're several states away, so I forgive him. So I had the lovely opportunity to meet Justine, her bestie, her husband, and her mom and dad when they came to Cincinnati on vacation. And I have to tell you that I was thrilled to know them. So here is, you guys, I can't stand that. That is not straight. We're gonna go over to the big trimmer over here. you know, the heart wants what the heart wants, and the heart wants straight lines. So we're just gonna kind of like, we're gonna plan this out. Now this isn't like, you know, it's a me card, so it's not 100% planned. You would share if you could. So that is kind of like the space that we're gonna have to work with. All right. So let's see what we're gonna do here. We're playing, you guys, so we could change this up any second. I already see things morphing. Just because it's a card challenge doesn't mean I have to do it identical. Okay, all right. You know that I am always a crafting process. I don't plan this stuff. I'm ashamed to say this, that we have been home since like late Monday night. And so embarrassed. I have not unpacked what we took to the show. And it's not because I didn't have the best of intentions. Shows wear me out. Like, I love them, you guys. Like, I love meeting you guys. But the 16-hour drive, because by the time you get through Atlanta, the 16-hour drive is enough to, like, just wear you out. And then my sweet husband, now don't tell him I called him sweet, because I never give him that much credit to his face. He drove the entire 16 hours. All I had to do was ride with my puppies in my lap, which again, that can be difficult, but the 16-hour drives, they really like are hard, you know, and I love what I do, so please, I'm not complaining about that, but it knocks me out of my rear end, so I seem to take a day or two. And then yesterday I went and had a massage to make this old body function again. So today is the first day I'm crafting. So I will tell you that everybody's orders will go out tomorrow. I'm sorry that they didn't go out before that. It's just I needed to recover. It's embarrassing to say, but I am not 22 anymore. I'm not even, you guys, you know, I'm forever 29, but I'm not even feeling like I'm 29 these days. Jill saying that she loved Justine on Craft Roulette last week. So I will tell you, I was in the middle of a make and take night when she was on Craft Roulette, but I watched it like as soon as we left the convention center. Justine, your personality just shined, and your creativity with that ladybug card, with that fire, and like the size of the fire and the size of the leaves were perfect to be from like the perspective of the ladybug. Like, girl, you rocked it the whole time. I was just like, that's my friend. She's doing so good. And I talked to Mary Gunn afterwards, and she loved having you on there too. So that's what I tell you that. So I am going to go ahead and glue this down so that I don't change my mind, because you know I want to. Always want to do more. Just making sure I'm at the top. And what's nice about this going all the way from top to bottom is that you get it straight. Like, you don't really have to do anything. So what I used, my friend Marianne made that powder tool, and it was an anti-static powder tool. It is the only patented powder tool on the market. We had it in the store and then we sold out. We will be restocking that. So if you're interested in that tool, be on the outlook, because I am going to bring that back in. We just haven't done that yet. Now we need to go back and start with the things. The hardest part for me, you guys, is truly, it kills me to cut the paper. I am one of those people, and this is the truth. I hoard pattern paper. Like, I love it. And I never want to cut it. And I know that that's probably not a good thing, because why have stuff in your stash if you're not going to use it? Like, do as I say, not as I do. But do you see how pretty that is with that paper? Oh. Sorry. I'm dancing. I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy. What's on this back of this paper? Since I've already cut it once, so we're not using that one. That's the gingham. I don't want the gingham today, although it would look nice. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. So I do want these stars. And I am going to cut, oh, this is hurting. This is hurting. We're going to start at 2 inches, and you know, I want that star. The heart wants what the heart wants. See, she agrees. Somebody agrees with me. It hurts to cut the paper. It hurts. So, you would think that since I'm the one doing this card that I would, that I would measure something, but I'm never gonna do that. So we're gonna make that a 2 by 2 square. Look at me, I'm still trying to decide about that. Okay. So that we're gonna put up there. I am sure that this is not looking as good as what Michelle's design is. I mean, she is a graphic designer, and this is what she does for a living, and she illustrates for us too. So, I mean, come on. That, and she plans stuff out. I want this to kind of look like a little bit of a firework. All right. I think I've already lost that strip of paper. No. So that's going to go down there-ish. I am going to use the top end of this. I am winging it, folks. We're going to make this 1 inch by 2 inches. So we're sticking with the 2 inches. So everything's kind of the same-ish. I want this piece to be skinnier, but we're gonna glue this one down. My goal is to leave kind of the same amount of border. On each side. Now everybody hold your breath, see if I get this straight and I don't like, you know, because guillotines always want to push everything down. Okay. I think we're going to need another rectangle of sorts. And I might even have that overlap because you know I'm going to do what I want to. I'm going to do what I want to do. Okay. So I want you to see what I'm kind of doing here. I'm using the lines on the paper to be straight-ish. So I'm lining up those corners. And I think I might have gotten lucky. We might be like right at 2 inches. Ha ha ha. Now I'm going to cut that down because it's supposed to be a rectangle. It is at, we're going to do, I don't know, 1 3/4. Now we're going to do 1 1/2 again. And again, this is your card. You do whatever you want. You're probably cringing like, oh my God, these papers. But I'm making them look different than, you know. Than what the original sketch is. But that, you know, it's my card. I can do what I want to do. And so can you. So, where did that sketch go? I've already lost it. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So in theory, I probably should have had this one all the way down. So now I'm going to take this strip. Did I lose everybody? Because I feel like I'm like, use the paper girl is what Justine said. And then Justine also said that she's got to go. She's got stuff to do. Yep, it's the holiday. Of course you do. And I'm going to pop that up because I like dimension. Now, we're going to have a lot of dimension on this card because if anybody knows me, you know we've got dimension. So I'm just using some foam tape from my stash. It's nothing to write home about. I do like this one because it only pops up about 1/16 of an inch. And again, I'm lining that up right with the edge of the card. There we go. Now for this bird. I'm thinking I may have already lost that circle. I'm a mess when it comes to crafting, you guys. Where did that round circle go? Does anybody else lose stuff on their desk? I mean, I have like places for everything, and then when I craft, it just goes flying everywhere. Does anybody else get tired of my craziness? Because I'm just about over it. There it is. Okay. Now we need to decide, do we need to ink this? And I think we do. We're going to see if I have enough ink on my brown blender. Hi, Brian. We do not. Well, maybe. So, Brian, we're using our card sketch for the month. and our pattern papers. And now I am going to offset this. Like so. And now I am going to have, I don't know, honestly, I probably didn't even need to do that because you're not going to see much of it. See, this is why you plan, people. You don't do as I say, not as I do. Because you wouldn't have to waste product. However, we could do it this way. We could, and we will. We'll do it this way so you actually see it. That's why I like me some wet glues, because you have a second to kind of peel things apart if it goes awry. And the part that's good, that's all chewed up, we're not going to be using anyway. Okay. I'm not thinking this through. All right, so we need it up here. And we need some down here. Because this is already popped up, so it's the same height. Now we're going to cut this off. There's that loud car that's in my neighborhood all the time. I think they wait to drive by until I'm on the live. Okay. Now, hi Nima, good to see you. Happy 4th of July. Are you guys liking this? So this is a lotta. I'm not gonna lie, this is a lotta. But could we add some stars? I don't know. I'm gonna see. Like I said, the heart wants what the heart wants. It doesn't necessarily mean that it makes sense. However, we could do it this way. Yep, let's go ahead and start gluing that down. So Nima, thank you for joining us. Since you're just kind of popping on, we are using our card sketch that we have over in our Facebook group, which is Pajama Crafter Stamps and Friends. If you join us from the first of the month to the end of the month, we have, if you make a card using any of our stuff, whether it's Prickly Pear, because we do own Prickly Pear, that's who we were first, and then or Pajama Crafter stuff, then you can be entered to win a $10 gift card to use in the store. And you know what, this is what I was saying to everybody else, like, if you're already crafting, why not just go ahead and enter? That way, you know, you would be eligible for a prize and maybe get some free product. We do have a 4th of July sale, so anything that is patriotic is 25% off. That automatically happens in the cart. And then we also have our final clearance, and you that's already marked, priced as marked, and supplies are limited, so once it's gone, you know. But I think there should be plenty for everybody. It's okay, Brian. Is everything okay? Do we need to chat later? Are you feeling okay? Because you know that I worry about you and care about you. You've been really tired. Yeah, I was telling everybody that after my show I was a little tired and I needed to take a little bit of me time to recuperate, but now I'm back. I'm back. And it's the 4th of July and I'm happy. Happy, happy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. What do you guys think? Is it too much? Or is it just perfect for the 4th of July? You don't know what's going on, we'll chat later. Okay, that's a deal. You don't need to put all that stuff out on Facebook or on YouTube and out into the world. I get that. I would not want to either. So I feel like we might need a little bit of bling, and we do need some white highlights. So let's give his eye a little bit of glimmer. We're going to give a little bit of shine up here. Okay. Hi Jane, how are you? Good to see ya. It's America's 249th birthday, so we are celebrating today with a little bit of patriotic stuff. We have a card sketch that we're doing this month, Jane, where people can win like a $10 gift card to the store if they upload into our Facebook group. So I just wanted to show people how easy it was. It's just a matter of like 4 squares and a strip, but this is it, you guys. Let's zoom in just a hair. So, I mean, I feel like there's a lot going on. I don't know, maybe I'll add some bling, but not much. Because you know the heart wants some bling. But it doesn't want a lot of bling. And I don't want that bling. Okay, we're gonna use Girl's Best Friend, and we're gonna dump it out into my ink here, as an ink holder, because I feel like clear won't take away from all the crazy that's going on. It'll just, add some shine without adding any more busyness, because busyness sometimes is just, sometimes less is more, and sometimes more is just more. And I should have had my glue in my glue holder. You love the stars? I love hearing that. So Barely Art glue does dry clear and matte. So like where you see the glue, I'm trying to see, can you? There we go. You won't see the glue dots, is what I'm trying to say. Once it dries. But it is definitely trapped under there until it dries. I mean, that's the whole point of it, right? We're just adding a little bit of something here. So what I was saying is, we are going to the parade in our little hometown tomorrow, and then we're going to go to the fireworks tonight. We're gonna walk downtown and see the things, grab some ice cream. I might talk him into dinner, but since we had dinner out last night, that might be a hard sell because my husband is like an awesome cook. He can make. So when I took him to an artisan pizza place last night, he literally makes fire grilled pizzas for us in our backyard, and it's really hard to go places and have it be better than what he gives us, that what he makes us. So for him to spend the money to go out to dinner sometimes is a hard swallow for him, but he did it because I had seen it in a magazine that this is the place to go. And I told him, I said, literally the pizza sauce tasted like Campbell's tomato soup to me. So it was not my thing. Now when I took the leftovers home and I warmed it up and I put some garlic in it and I added some Italian seasoning. It was the bomb. It was the bomb today, but it was terrible last night. And for you guys that are in Cincinnati, it's in Fort Mitchell. It's called Caparosa. Now everybody else's pizza looked really good. I just didn't like mine. All right, there you go. So we've got the stars, the stripes, and of course we've got our bald eagle. What do you guys think? So I am done. I feel like if I added one more thing to this card, that it would be like I threw up on the card. But I love him. And again, we do have him in the patriotic flashcards where you can foil him. But everybody had asked for the stamp set. One last time, I'll show you that stamp set. It's got the be brave, bold, kind, stars, let freedom ring, freedom lies in being bold. The secret of happiness is freedom, and the secret of freedom is courage. So it's a really good patriotic stamp set. This is our #1 selling stamp set, and that is our Some Gave All, which is Happy Memorial Day, Happy Veterans Day, One Nation Under God, and all gave some gave all. And it does come with this. I should not say that. You can buy it separately, which is how it is listed on the website right now, because that was a question that I had an email about. We also have stamp and die bundles. This die is on its way from my manufacturer. So as soon as it arrives, it will be on the website as a stamp and die bundle. When you automatically get a 20% savings when it's bundled. But right now the stamp is 25% off. And then we have this other one. And I'll be honest with you, this makes my heart sing. This is our Valor Pride. So you got the purple majesty skies with, in the mountains. And it says from every mountainside, let freedom ring. That's Martin Luther King. We've got honor, valor, pride, courage, sacrifice, and dedication. May his grace be upon thee. And then, of course, we've got a cross, which I really struggled with because when you're looking at it this way to look at the mountains, then we've got a fallen cross. But when it hangs on our displays, that shows that the cross is upright. So either way, I can't win. So I just know that for me, the cross is always standing upright and it's never going to be fallen. But that's my belief system. And anyway, God bless you. God bless America. Go out and have fun. I know that fireworks are fun. I love them. I love being part of it. Just remember, in the middle of you guys blowing up everything and having a blast, that there are veterans out there who fought for our country, who are sitting in their living rooms with their heads like this, and they feel like they're under siege. So, have fun, but cut it off at a decent time. Let people go to sleep. Let people enjoy their freedom too the way they like it. So what I'm saying is be kind, be safe, be kind, be happy, And God bless America. I love you, America, and I love you guys. And I am unapologetic with my love for this country, and I hope that you feel the same way. All right, I will see you on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Bye, guys. Toodles.